So we have some look around we're going to do from the Kids Day. We have 3 Kids Day games going on right now live. We have UMBC starting to put out way. Albany was 16-3, 6-1 rookies, one of the top teams in all of mid-major college basketball. They're UMBC's at home and dominating on kids. Kids are really helping UMBC. They've upset Albany. Maybe strategically there, they put the game on Kids Day. Iona has a 1-point lead over Ryder in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference on their Kids Day. Their Kids in Education Day, and on Fairfield's Education Day. Manhattan has a 19-14 lead over Fairfield. And all those games after quarter number 1 has ended. So let's see if Albany can get some momentum back prior to going into halftime. I don't think, though, they might not be able to lead at halftime, but they can gain maybe cut that deficit from 14 down to 7, cut in half.
Rebounded by 5 in this game.
No surprise as the Great Danes go right down to the post, and Cooper with the layup for Albany to get the first basket of quarter number 2.
They may be looking more for her, and again, she's not getting too much space there, but she maneuvers away every single time.
Davis, Walker, thought about a 3, now she'll take it, goes in and out, no good, and a nice job by Donovan inside to tap it for Tomasetti. Up ahead. So right away, the Retrievers here in quarter number 2 go cold. They missed their first 2 threes. And there you see Lacey Drake with the basketball, the former Retriever. Drake now at Albany. Cooper right inside. Spin move layup won't go, but she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. And the Great Danes asserting themselves offensively here in quarter number 2.
Yep, and certainly sometimes just a quarter break can help a few things out. But, hey, really nice to see Lacey Drake again. A lot of good memories with her being here. But take a look at what Cooper was able to do, right? And that's what makes her so difficult to defend against, because you don't know which way she's going to go. She can either take it and take the shot immediately, or she can spin around you.
6-foot graduate student makes her first free throw. Cooper has been in double figures every game this year. 6 20-point games. She had 26 against Sacred Heart. She's got 4 double-doubles this year as well. Pretty much done it all for the Great Danes.
Her lowest output this season was 12 points against a good team in Wisconsin, so she's been great.
Real more intense pressure here, but the Retrievers break that. Sanchez creates some space, tries to go underneath, and an offensive foul is called on Sanchez. Good position there from Phillips to draw the charge.
Forced by Albany, of course. It made UMBC go a little bit faster, and Sanchez, she gets excited very easy, and you see the extra push off there. But now that's her second foul of the game, so we'll see now how she started off this game well, but we'll see now what this does to her play.
Sanchez sits down, and Tiara Bellamy checks in, 5'7" redshirt sophomore. Tomasetti, it's 6 straight now for Albany. They're right back in this one.
That's Tomasetti's game, is that pull-up jumper. She did it so much over at Mount St. Mary's and has continued it again here at Albany.
Retrievers looking for their first points of the quarter. Thompson off the pick. That's off the backboard and in.
Oh, a rare non-3 for Lauren Thompson as well. Really good find.
Yeah, Thompson this year, 17 of her 20 field goals coming in tonight, or today, were from 3. Drake for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound inside, put back by Donovan's no good, but foul on the Retrievers, and
Okay, so Albany has a 10-point deficit now. They've already outgained UMBC 6-2 in that quarter, in the second quarter start here. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that 6-2 lead for run. Maybe not cut all of it out, but you want to cut as much as you can. Obviously you don't need to gain all at once, but you'd like to have at least a tie game going in the fourth quarter. You'd at least like to have that. And as we have Ryder here, down 2 to Iona here on their education day. On Iona's education day, that is. And we have here the Manhattan Jaspers ahead of the Fairfield Stags. And the Fairfield Stags. The Manhattan Jaspers are only down 1 on the Kids Day. It's a 6-0 run here for Fairfield in the second quarter here. No points scored by Manhattan. Manhattan had a 19-14 lead after a 1.
The arms just fly up and have to readjust. Split-second decision-making. Off the turnover, Anderson will launch it, can't convert, and Buell soars for the rebound. And she'll look to push tempo with Jimenez Montserrat. Decision-making. Jimenez Montserrat gets hit. Oh, no, they're going to call travel. I thought for a second that was going to be a hand check foul, but we're going to go the other way.
I thought so too. Montserrat definitely looked confused there as she felt she didn't travel.
That's now the 9th turnover from Manhattan in this first half.
That's definitely been a category that they need to get better at. Just take care of the best basketball, especially against Fairfield.
Fairfield force 19.1 turnovers per game, and they don't turn the ball over at all. In fact, Coach Carly Thibault-Dudanos is telling us earlier on the season that the goal was about keeping it under 15 per game. Well, if you feel like a goal's too easy, you change it. She told me on Monday, now it's 12 per game.
That's a category that I always take a look at from the beginning of the season, throughout the course of the season, because I feel like turnovers are so crucial in a game. How are you taking care of the basketball? What shots are you giving up and turning over?
Slammer whips it back to Anderson, who knocks it in. And there it is again. Katie can beat the paint and go into decision mode.
We talked about her being efficient nearly every part of her game, and that three-point shot, 40% from the three-point line, just lethal.
And she becomes another one of those mismatch nightmares you were speaking to earlier as Anderson stands in at 6'1", but can knock him from deep. Urich trying to respond. Might have been hustled there by Sydney Scott on the late closeout. And now Nicoletti Leite had options. Now it becomes just Anderson, but not home.
That's a good shot.
Yep. And that's the poise that Nicoletti Leite has. Lets the play develop and open up, and eventually the opportunity came. And another turnover now. It's double figures for Manhattan. Just played 15 minutes so far. Anderson drives and kicks. Extra passes Sydney Scott. In and out.
They're getting good ball movement, getting good shots. You see they're getting their feet in the paint, making an extra pass, but just not converting right now.
I was about to say, what's the line here? Is it more frustration that the ball's not going, and you find for the fact that the shot selection is good?
Shot selection is good. It's just a frustration. Sometimes you need to see one go through.
There's Nicoletti Leite. Oh, how about that for a pass right into the stride of Lamoureux, who scores. Timeout taken.
Timeout, Manhattan Jaspers. Fairfield Stags are on an 11-0 run in the second quarter. And they're up 25-19 with 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And we have timeout. Minutum in right around. So now we have UMBC. Like I said, Albany doesn't need to get like a big, like all of it back in one quarter. They still got 2 quarters. You don't want to be like down like 5-10 with like in the fourth quarter, but you don't mind being like tied or like down by maybe 1 or 2 or something, like maybe 1 possession at most. And there's a media right there, so. So we have here 25-19 Fairfield leads with 4:14 to go in the first half. 3:44 to go in the first half. Iona up 30-23 in Ryder. And 30-22 UMBC leads you Albany in that Kids Day matchup. So 3 Kids Day matchups right now. And then we have another Kids Day. Troy Tech State coming up at noon Eastern. 11 a.m. local start. And same 11 a.m. local start noon Eastern. Louisiana Tech at Western Kentucky.
Iona, though, with a sip.
So we are back here for another game in the Kids Day whip rounds. We are going to do it till the first half is over here. We have Iona. They are leading Ryder here, 30-23, with nearing that 3.5 minute mark in half number 1.
4-0 start to conference play. 3 losses in a row, but they're certainly capable of making a run towards the top of the standings here. Fairfield playing Manhattan today is Divinity, the 6'3 sophomore from Medford, New Jersey, showing her range. And I think the Siena game in some ways, and also the effort against Quinnipiac on the road, even in a loss, shows the ceiling. And let's show a little bit of grace as Gomez makes another cut to the basket and 1. We complete that thought in a minute as we focus in on Gomez getting to the bucket and a chance at 3.
Third time that Gomez has beaten McIver back toward the second time her teammates have found her. Divinity, the help came late, the foul to boot, and Gomez once again doing the little things that lead to success for Iona. This Gales team, as Ward will now earn herself free throws. Iona just relentless on the offensive glass in this first half. Certainly an adjustment is going to have to be made from Ryder's side, but when Fajardo and Gomez are scoring and being aggressive offensively, that's when this Iona team can really do damage.
Zoe Ward back into the game despite her 2 fouls, makes the first of 2 after a rare Gomez miss at the line. And just to complete the idea of the ceiling and the floor, yes, it's tough to win on the road. Yes, it's tough to win on the road shorthanded. But if you're looking to get to that next level, the game against Canisius is one that you quote-unquote should win.
Right.
And so that 4-3 start, kind of emblematic of the highs and lows of what the season could bring. Judith Gomez, now that's a shooter's role. First make from the outside for Iona's best 3-point shooter. Nice take to the basket for Cos Morales. .210 left. 3 more for Iona. Maya Zaccanini getting minutes here in the second.
You mentioned how good she was in the last game for the Gales.
Gales continue to control the glass. Leary runs the floor, didn't have an angle. Iona will run the offense. Career high 16 for Zach and Nene last time out. Leary open, pull up, pop. Off the rim, no. And it is last touched by Ryder, who cannot control possession. Just a great screen and roll from Leary. Got a perfect look, couldn't knock it down, but what did she do? Followed her shot. Made it tough, a tough catch and rebound for Tejada, and in the end, it's off of Tejada and out of bounds. Erin Leary, just that extra effort, hustle type player. Double dribble. Another Iona turnover. Earns the extra possession for Iona and then gives.
You know, we have 40 to 28 here. Ryder is down by 12, so Ryder had it within distance, but just Iona is just keeping it afloat here. Let's go back to the UMBC at UAlbany here. UMBC was keeping it close here. Was blowing out UAlbany for a little bit. It was in the first quarter. It was a 14-point lead. Now UAlbany, like I've said before, they've wanted to cut back the lead. They weren't necessarily going to be leading at halftime necessarily. You know, you didn't expect them to lead at halftime. Well, what you did expect. I mean, you did expect UAlbany to at least cut back the lead some, or cut it in half at least. And then maybe in the third quarter either cut the lead down to like tie game, or maybe it's just like 1 point, 2 point, something really close margin, like So we'll see how that goes. But we'll listen to the announcers now at UMBC University here. As the 0-4 in America East play, the Retrievers are battling the 6-0 Albany right names. Undefeated versus defeated in conference.
Yanez. A foul inside. Davis goes to the floor. Cooper's going to pick up this foul, and that's number 2 on Kayla Cooper.
Looks like they are going to sub her out here. I mean, I guess so with 90 seconds left. I know Coach Mullen feels like if they can still kind of keep it here, maybe you go through, but like at the same time, she's all their points at this moment for UAlbany, so they're going to need to find somebody else here.
Yeah, somebody else is going to have to pick up. Yep. Somebody else got to pick up the slack. There's Davis now, 15 to shoot for the Retrievers. Thompson off the screen. She'll launch from 3. Yes! Oh!
Usually it was catch and shoot for her. Now she can shoot over players, and she is lighting it up. 10 points for her.
Well, just like that, it's back to 12 for UMBC. Herder back into the game for UAlbany as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the half. Tomasetti, 10 to shoot. Oh, nice move around Yanez. They dump it inside, lose the handle. It's a turnover. Thompson with the good hands, and the Retrievers have the basketball with under a minute to play. Retrievers can go 2 for 1 here if they hurt. Bellamy around the screen. Thompson for 3. Oh, that's a heat check. No good. Rebound inside by UAlbany. And a near steal by Yanez. Bodies on the floor, and let's see, it's going to be a tie-up at midcourt.
Look at Coach Hill getting fired up on the sideline. That is UMBC basketball right there.
Well, UAlbany will keep the ball, but the Retrievers will get the possession to start quarter number 3 now. So great defensive hustle play that time by the Retrievers.
It's just moments like that, right, where there's a 50-50 ball, you gotta sacrifice your body for it.
So about a 5-second differential now between shot clock and game clock. Tomasetti around the screen. Donovan comes free and she travels. Shuffled the feet, turnover UAlbany.
Wow. The bench has been incredible for UMBC. Elena Williams has put in some great minutes. Lauren Thompson scoring off the bench too. It's exactly what Coach Hill needed.
A retriever ball with 8.8 left in the half. See what the retrievers can get offensively here. Yanez around 2 screens. Carmen fakes, shoots. It's good! At the buzzer, it counts!
That just puts an end to what was almost an impeccable and perfect first half for UMBC.
I think they're going to go look at it, and it was close. But Christian, I think she got it all.
I think she got it too.
Yanez gave her the little head fake. Let's go over to Phoebe.
Coach, how happy are you with the start in this game?
I'm really happy. It's obviously a total different team than we had in the past 4 games, but this is the first game where we finally have everybody healthy. Our starting 5 felt like they were clicking at Maine, and we're just carrying over. And these guys, I mean, they put the work in. They work hard each and every day. I'm a very, very hard coach to play for, so I'm just proud for them. And I'm not proud yet. I want to win it. So hopefully we can continue to do the things that we've been doing in the first half.
And Lauren Thompson has given a big spark off the bench. How important has she been?
Very important. She's a freshman. I believe in that kid wholeheartedly. She's probably one of the most hardest working kids we have. The kid is always in the gym, and I'm hard on her too. But she stepped up to the challenge in the first half, and we need the same thing in the second half.
And that was a big basket at the end of the half. How are you going to keep that momentum into the second half?
I think it's all up to them. Our team is player-led. I think most successful teams are, and I'm just relying on the seniors like I've relied on them from day one.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Phoebe. It does count. They looked at it.
And UMBC leads by 15. So man, what a start. You couldn't ask for a better first half by UMBC in Maryland, Baltimore County. And Fairfield now goes in the first half with a 3-point lead. Manhattan finally scored 9 in the last segment. Keep it within 3. But we have UMBC leads. Nobody, like I said, 42-27. We have Iona leads. Ryder 42-30. And we have Fairfield. They lead Manhattan 31-28. So we will take a break here and we'll be back. And the next when all 5 kids' days are going on here, which is again Troy at Texas State in the Sun Belt, and Louisiana Tech at Western Kentucky in Conference USA.